What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate 11 series. It's going to be episode 9 and we're going to be featuring the Bundesliga in today's episode. So before I start this video, I'll say a quick thank you to Ultimate Team Coin Traders. If you want to go check out their website, they're very cheap and reliable source to buy your FIFA coins from, especially as Team of the Season is fast approaching. So moving on to this video now, before I wanted to get into the team, I wanted to make a little bit sort of some queries quite clear, and I thought, why not a better way to just start the video with doing this. So a lot of people are saying, oh, this team's shit, you can't make, this isn't the Ultimate 11, and first of all, when I first started making this series, it was about who I thought played well. When I was playing with this team, who I thought played well, and that is who I'd put into my Ultimate 11. But also what I said is I can use either anyone that I've chosen for this squad, whether it be on the ultimate, like on the first starting 11 or on the subs bench. So what I mean by this is, if I wanted to use Buffon in goal, I would have to take out Boateng and change him for another centre mid from whatever league. But what has to happen at all times, there cannot be more than one player from each league on the squad at a time, and there can't be no players from any other league on the squad at any time. So there has to be one player from every single league that I've done a video on for this series and on the starting 11, so that it makes it the Ultimate 11 rather than it being like 2 Liga BBVA players, 2 Bundesliga players, 2 League 1 players, and so on and so forth. So hopefully that clears things up for you guys. I'm sure at the end it will become a lot more clearer. A lot of people were saying that they were kind of disappointed with how the team's going. Of course, when I start the series again and do a series 2, I will think quite a lot more through on how I will approach it. For example, doing the bigger and better leagues first, just to make it a lot more clearer and easier for you guys to understand. So that is going to be it. Now I will move on to the actual squad that we've built today, and it is of course going to be with the Bundesliga. The goalkeeper is going to be Neuer. The 2 centre-backs are going to be, I think it's going to be Hummels, and then we've also got Dante, the Brazilian centre-back for Bayern Munich, and then the right back is going to be Lahm again. Left back is going to be Alaba. He did actually get a red card in the previous game, but a lot of people are going to be going on about how this squad is only going to be Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund players. And I hate to say it, that is how it's going to pan out. There aren't very many other players in there which I got suggestions of, on Twitter that could beat the player in that certain place. So, for example, there was Schürrle on the left midfield. He's not really going to go over Ribery, because I get so much hate for not including Ribery. It's just how it goes. I've tried to make it the best squad as possible, but at the same time trying to include real life scenarios as well, and not just sort of their stats on this game. So hopefully you guys do understand that kind of point of view. But yeah, moving on to the centre mids now. The first one is going to be Schweinsteiger, and then the second one is going to be Mario Götze, and then the right mid is going to be of course Robben, and then the left mid is going to be Ribery. So that is a pretty solid midfield, I've got to say. It's got 3 Bayern Munich players and 1 Borussia Dortmund player, but overall it is a fantastic midfield, and I would recommend it if you are buying this team, because this team is absolutely brilliant. So the 2 strikers then for this team are going to be Reus, and then we've also got Lewandowski, both of them who play for Borussia Dortmund and are both absolutely incredible players. But I will go into more detail about them when I hit the gameplay in just a second. Okay, so onto the gameplay side of things now for this team. This team was really fun to play with. It's kind of one of the teams where it was kind of an eye-opener, because I'd never really used the likes of Ribery before, and Reus, and I've got to say as well, I think I've only used them a couple of times. And it really did, make me have a lot of fun on this game. Some of the games I feel like, I don't know, sometimes it felt like the players were playing a little bit worse than they should be, or maybe I was just expecting too much, I'm not too sure. But either way, this team played very well. I'm not really going to talk about my favourite players, because I know I did kind of ruin it last time, so I'll just talk about a few of the clips that are coming up. Lewandowski there, he has a fantastic strike on him, a really good player, and he was always one of the players which is going to be scoring goals, along with Reus as well, but he was kind of more the prominent one, and the one which was always on the score sheet rather than just being on, maybe assisting and stuff like that. So really nice play there for this team, lovely little build-up play. pass it down to Götze, he drags it back and then slots home for Lewandowski, who absolutely just fires it home into the top left hand corner. A really nice finish there from Lewandowski again. And this team, I don't know, like in the midfield you have two great passers, and that is really what just signals and channels all the balls through, you know, to the left, to the right, and straight through the middle to Lewandowski and also Rios. It really does help having an incredible passer of the ball like either, you know, Schweinsteiger, and I think Götze is a very good passer on this game as well. And it really does show, you know, when you are watching these clips that, you know, sometimes when I was using the Eredivisie squad, it kind of felt like if I wanted to do this kind of like ping-pong passing and try and move the ball around a lot, I couldn't do it. But with this team, it's just perfect, and it's so easy to do it with. And it really does make, you know, playing this game a lot more funner. And you saw there a lovely finish by Rios, it has to be said. But for this team then, you know, there's a lot of players that I could have chosen, but for this team, I am going to be picking the right back, Lahm. Now, the reason I've picked him is because he's a very attacking right back. You know, in real life he's very attacking as well, and on this game I kind of always saw him getting forward all the time, and it really did make my day just to see him always being there, making runs for, you know, just to cross the ball in and stuff like that, and it was really good to see as well. And then of course we have got Lewandowski as our wild card. He is of course a fantastic player. He probably would have been my #1 spot, but as the striker position have already been taken up, I cannot include him in the first starting 11. But of course at the end of the series we can sort of chop and change which players will be in the starting 11 and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys have watched this video and, you know, really enjoyed it. 1,000 likes to 1.5k likes would be absolutely incredible, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day and peace.